Sure.
So another thing that's being done, another seed of tyranny that we got to watch out for, is something called public-private partnerships. And this is the idea that government offers grants and subsidies and or contracts to those companies. So they're going through private companies. So they'll offer these grants, these subsidies or contracts to those companies that will conform to the standards and agendas set by who's ever in a bureaucracy. And if those companies will not conform or comply, then they don't get they don't get the subsidies, they don't get the contracts, they don't get these grants. So this is how the government, and specifically leftists, because the long march through the institutions that the cultural Marxists said needed to happen is happening. And you have a lot of leftist ideologies in our bureaucracy, the administrative state. So they're the ones pushing, hey, what the agenda is. Like, if you'll agree with our agenda for, I don't know, promoting transgenderism and these types of things, promoting abortion, if you'll promote these leftist ideologies, oh, we'll give you the contract, we'll give you the subsidies, we'll give you the grants, right? So that's what it's, the laws won't do it because people are going to freak out about laws. But if we just get them to agree to this, it's this underhanded, I'll call it bribery, that these administrative agencies are getting leftist ideologies into all the systems, especially education, by means of you don't get the contract, you don't get the grant, you don't get the subsidy unless you agree with this.
Yeah. I mean, money talks oftentimes a lot more than policy does.
Yeah.
And so if you have a government who is able to utilize that as a tool of influence,
right,
it's probably something that you should consider whether or not that's okay.
Right. And so be watching out for public-private partnerships and do research. I've looked at some companies I thought about working for, found out that they were all into this, and I was like, I'm not going to go work for that company.
That's good to know.
That's my conviction, though.
Yeah.
You got to do what you got to do for your family.
Yeah.
Right. But seriously, pay attention to where these lines are, what's going on behind the scenes, because honestly, public-private partnerships, that's fascism by its definition.